What's up guys, MattyZ14 here, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts for the PS4. Now in the last video, we finished up Monstro, and then in a bonus video, I went and I did the Pegasus Cup in Olympus Coliseum. So now I flew back to Monstro, and now we're making our way to the next world, which unfortunately it's one of my least favorite worlds, if not my least favorite world, but I gotta do it just for completion's sake, so I'm gonna just cut to us getting to that world to skip the flying and stuff, so I'll see you guys then. Alright, and here we are. That was actually a pretty short flying level. So now this world is Atlantica, which is the Little Mermaid world, which I don't dislike it because of the world itself. Hold on, I'll get back to that. Okay guys, prepare for landing. Land where? In the sea? We'll drown. Not with my magic, we won't. Just leave it to me. Alright, we gotta rely on Donald to not drown. I feel really safe now. So yeah, I don't like this world just because the whole thing is underwater. Which, I mean, that makes perfect sense, but just, it makes the controls much more annoying. Although one thing I like is that instead of having like a mermaid tail, we have kind of like a dolphin or a shark fin. I don't really know if it's a dolphin or a shark. I always thought it was a shark, but it actually kind of looks like a dolphin.
Slow down! Don't leave me behind!
I've never seen a crab swim like that before. Alright, so now that's Ariel, Sebastian, and Flounder, I think?
Right, Flounder?
Yep, that answered my question.
There's something weird about them.
Something weird about you, you're a talking fish.
What do you mean?
They do seem a little different. Where are you from?
We're
You know, I'm from around.
Far away. And we're not really used to these waters,
Smooth, Sora. Smooth.
Oh, I see. In that case, Sebastian can show you how we swim around here.
Yeah, they give us like a little tutorial as to how to swim.
Oh, don't worry.
Easy for you to say. Okay, it's time you learn how to swim properly. Use the left stick to swim around, circle or I, square to dive. Practice swimming with Flounder. Try to tag him. Alright. Now where the hell's Flounder? He's over here. Yes, he kind of looks like a shark fin, actually. I like that better, because if we had a mermaid fin, that'd be kind of stupid. Although, technically, we'd be a merman. Where's Flounder? He's up there. Yeah, like, the swimming isn't that bad. It's just when you start fighting enemies, it's hard to, like, make sure you're on the same level as them. So sometimes, like, you could be above an enemy trying to attack, and you can't. Or you could be below them trying to attack, and you can't. Alright, are we done playing tag with Flounder? At least, though, when you do attack, it kind of starts slowly pulling you towards that level.
Good job!
So at least it kind of corrects it a little bit.
Sebastian!
I know how to defend myself. Alright, so these are also new type of Heartless. I don't think they're called jellyfish. I think they have a name to them, but they look like jellyfish. And I think this is the only place that we see these Heartless, because it's the only world that's underwater. Yeah, this world has a lot of unique Heartless. I think, I could be wrong, but I think all the Heartless are unique to this world. Because I'm just thinking about them now, and I don't know if I've ever seen these Heartless anywhere else. But, yeah, so I like how Ariel swims away while we do the fighting, and then she comes back. Alright, let's talk to her. Wow, nice job. That's it. Oh, we gotta get these cowards out of here. Alright, and there's a save point as well. Alright. Those creatures chased us here. Oh no! These monsters might be heading for the palace, too. We'd better head back right away. But, well, what if we run into more on our way back? I'm sorry, but we need your help. Please come to the palace with us. The trident markers on the walls point the way there. We won't get lost as long as we follow them. Okay, let's get going. How convenient is that? So now, this is one time where replacing Donald actually isn't a huge issue because... Oh wait, hold on. Wrong thing. Because Ariel, I believe, is kind of like a magic user as well. So she's actually a pretty decent replacement for Donald. Whereas, a lot of the times in other worlds, like for example in Deep Jungle, we switched Donald with Tarzan, and then we really don't have much magic pressure. Whereas now, Ariel can use her magic, Goofy's like physical, and then we're kind of mixed. But actually that reminds me, let me change Ariel to be supportive. Regular attacks, constantly, special attacks, occasionally, defensive, constantly, and then use items in emergency. Even though like I never actually equipped items to my squad mates, because what happens is you'll equip them with items, and then as soon as somebody gets low on health or MP, they just use every single item in their inventory. And that rhymes. Hashtag bars. So, I never give it to them. I mean, it's decent on bosses, because the bosses begin and end, and then you can add more items at the end. So, it's like a little bit better. But like, for example, tournaments are terrible. Like when I was doing the Pegasus Cup, I gave them all items, and they used them I think in the first seed or in the second seed. Well, technically 9th or 8th, because they go backwards. But yeah, basically like the first or second match, they used every single one of the items I gave them. And then I had no items in anybody's slots by the time I got to the final match. So that's why I don't really give them items. It'd be nice if they could like... if you can kind of pick when they're going to use the items a little more, like, specific, but... So I think this we have to use fire on. Yep. Okay. Got a mithril shard. These are kind of the chests of this world, these clams. Hitting it might open it, I know. See, that's a perfect example of trying to attack and just going right over the thing you're trying to attack. I might not get all of these chests because pretty much all of them are going to be guarded by enemies. I don't really feel like fighting enemies all day. I might just get this one over here and then just leave it at that. I just opened it up by accident, but it won't open in combat. So actually, we're level 30 right now. We're making our way to 31. So, I was gonna say that we're approaching the point where it should start getting easier to level up, but actually, I think I picked the last 40 levels. I think so. For us, it's gonna be hard to level up, or it's gonna take a while up to level 40, and then once we hit level 40, it's gonna get a little bit easier, and then when we hit, I believe it's 60, then we should start flying through the rest of the levels. So, I actually think that's pretty decent if we're level 30 at this point, when we pick the slow route, or the slow beginning route, I should say. I think that's pretty good. Alright, so ironically this is called the Calm Depths. It doesn't really seem that calm to me. And that disproves my theory that all the Heartless here are unique to this world, because these guys, we've seen them in Monstro, I believe. And they were in the tournaments, whereas I don't think any of the, like, aquatic Heartless are in any of the tournaments, as far as I know. But these guys, like, just the fighting underwater can be kind of annoying, especially if I don't have the Combat Master ability, which lets me keep attacking if I miss my combo. Because a lot of times, like, you'll go to attack and you just miss them completely, and then you have to swim back over to get to them again, and it's just a pain in the ass. Damn, that health orb disappeared right as I was trying to get to it. I guess I'll heal up Goofy and Ariel.
Ariel!
Yeah, I always thought her name was Ariel, but when Sora says it, he goes Ariel. I don't really know. Could just be the way he says it. See, now this enemy's all the way over here, and I gotta swim over there. It's just a pain in the ass. That's why, when you get to this point, you have to do 2 out of 3 worlds. Either Monstro, this, and one other world, which is actually one of my favorites. and this is always the world that I skip. Because Monstro's a little bit annoying, but it's quick. Like, I did it all in one episode in the last video. And then the other world I don't like to skip because, like I said, it's one of my favorite worlds. So, a lot of the times I end up skipping this one just because I'm not all that crazy about it. And it's just kind of like, it's a little bit confusing. Just because sometimes, like, I don't remember where you have to go, because, like, a lot of the locations sound similar, like, they're named similar. And I'm just not too crazy about this world. It has nothing to do with The Little Mermaid or anything like that. It's just the way the world is designed, I'm not all that crazy about it. Alright, so let's get to the palace. Gotta follow all the conveniently placed tridents. No, I'm not gonna fight these guys, I'm just gonna swim away. Alright, there, Triton's Palace. Oh, and there's enemies here as well. I don't remember the names of all these Heartless, because I pretty much remember the names of the Heartless I see in the tournaments, because I keep seeing their names all the time. But a lot of these aquatic ones, I don't see them in tournaments, so I don't remember what they're called. Alright, good. Goofy got Second Wind. I think that's actually really good. I think that's the ability I was talking about in the last video that lets them come back, lets them revive themselves faster, and I think they come back with like full health and mana or something. I don't remember exactly what it does, but it's something like that. That's something that I have to equip. Because that's really going to come in handy later on. Oh, I still can't do it. There we go. Alright, so let's see. Recover from KO status quickly with HP fully restored. Alright, so it's just HP, but even so. So I think I'm going to get rid of Jackpot, and I'm going to give him Second Wind. And then Ariel has hers all set. Actually, she has MP Rage that I could give her. That might be better. I'm going to get rid of Thunder Potion. I'll give her those two. Actually, no, you know what? I'll get rid of Treasure Magnet and do Lucky Strike. And then Donald has all his abilities. Donald usually doesn't get too many abilities, and he doesn't get too much AP either, so he's pretty easy to manage. Alright, let's open this chest. I think there's Dalmatians somewhere around this area, but I'm not too sure. But we'll see what happens. If I find them, I find them. Otherwise, I have the guidebook for this game, so if anything, I'll come back and get them all later. Because I'm going to have to get them all eventually. Because when you get all of them and you go back to the Dalmatians mansion, you get the final arrow spell. And that really comes in handy for some bosses at the end of the game. So that I have to get. Look at Goofy, he's just doing like corkscrews and barrel rolls, and he's having a grand old time. What the hell?
That was too close.
I like how he almost zapped us with lightning.
As long as I have my trident, I will not tolerate those creatures inside this palace.
What about when you don't have the trident? Is that foreshadowing?
Daddy?
Oh, Ariel, when will you listen? It's dangerous out there.
I've actually seen The Little Mermaid so many times when I was younger. Because my sister loved that movie. That was one of her favorite movies, so I saw it all the time. Overall, it's not a bad movie.
His Majesty, King Triton. And who are they?
They helped us fight off those creatures.
They don't look familiar.
We should get a reward
We're from
for
an
helping
ocean
save your daughter.
Very far away.
An ocean far, far away.
The what?
What's that?
There's no such thing. Certainly not here.
Why are you so defensive, Triton?
Ariel, not
I like how King
another
Triton
word.
is basically Poseidon
You
from
are
Greek
not
mythology.
to leave the palace. Is that clear?
I guess somebody's grounded. And then she just leaves anyway, and he doesn't say anything. Father of the year right there.
Perhaps I'm being too strict.
I don't think that's accurate.
I'm just concerned.
A strict father would actually enforce the punishments he gives.
Of course, Your Majesty. But I must admit, now I'm quite curious about this keyhole.
That need not concern you, Sebastian. Have you anything to report?
Just as you suspected, Your Majesty, they seem to be coming from Ursula's grotto.
I knew it.
Ursula's grotto.
That sea witch
Interesting.
is up to no good again. A sea exile from the palace has taught her nothing.
Yes, she poses serious danger.
Yeah, so Ariel's, not Ariel, Ursula is the main antagonist of this world. In case you didn't figure that out yet.
Your Majesty, please,
Okay. So now we gotta go back to the undersea gorge, I believe. Some of the names of the places are kind of hard to remember. And actually, it's been such a long time that I've actually done this world, I really don't remember what we're supposed to do. I remember the bosses, and I remember bits and pieces. Come to my grotto, I want to show you something. Ooh, interesting. There it is, see? I wonder what she's gonna show us. Wink, wink. Alright, so let's fight off these Heartless. There's also a bigger jellyfish thing now as well. I don't know if you saw that. And then there's a dolphin swimming around in the background as well, which we're gonna have to, we can actually grab onto the fin and ride it, which I'm gonna have to do that in order to progress. And I think that jellyfish breaks up into smaller jellyfish unless you hit it with thunder or something like that. There's some way to get it to not split up. I don't remember what it is though. I think we could do something with that chest as well. Alright, nice. Ariel casts wind arrow on us. Wow, I completely missed that Heartless. Goofy's got like half his health missing. I like how Goofy's shield is just on the top of his shell. It's kind of funny. It's stuck in the hole. How can it be pulled out? I don't remember actually. Ariel's grotto. Alright, so let's move the rock out of the way. Look at all the wonderful things Flounder and I have collected. I think it's all from the outside world. Someday I'm going to see what's out there. I want to see other worlds. Does that sound strange? No, not at all. I used to feel the same way. Used to? I mean, I still do. Hey, why don't we try looking for that keyhole you were talking about? But your father said, oh, he treats me like a little girl. He never wants me to do anything. He just doesn't understand. Okay, so we gotta look around in here. I don't remember what the point of coming in here was, other than to progress the story. Alright, we got a Mega Potion. I think there's a few chests in here we can open up. Maybe. Possibly. Because I think there's a few items to get in here. I don't remember how, though. Oh, there's a chest. Cottage. I think there's one more. I've got that one. Oh, wait, is this it? No. I could have sworn there was another chest. Oh, wow, it's right here. Yeah, see? That's what I thought. Alright, do we talk to Flounder? There's a really big fish who can swim against the current, but he's scared of those weird things swimming around. If we chase them away, I think the big fish will play with us. Maybe if you grab onto him, he'll take you somewhere. Alright. And these are Ursula's eels. I believe their names are Flotsam and Jetsam, or Flotsam and Jetsam. Something like that.
But the girl could prove useful, and I've got the Heartless on my side. Triton, my old friend, your day is coming.
She's so ugly. Damn. That'd give me nightmares. Alright, well, I think I'm going to end this video here. I'm going to break this world up into 2 parts, and this is a good place to end it. So, I'm going to end the video here. Be sure to check out my channel for more gameplay and playthroughs, and if you like what you see, subscribe to me. And once again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.